Hello. How are you? Especially you, Heineck. Heineck's out there somewhere. He submitted this video. He submitted it to the German form, so I don't know if he's here on this channel, but it seems better for this channel. Why American toilets suck. He did say it does have a German toilet in here somewhere. So I guess that's why he submitted it to the other one. Anyway. That's tough. Anybody out there know what this is from? This is my favorite YouTube reactor. His merch. Anyway. What am I doing? Why American toilets suck. I think that's like an excellent title. I don't know why. It's very interesting. I didn't know our toilets suck. It's by Fern. Go check out Fern. Link down below. Yeah. Let's see.
The
there
toilet.
it is.
Ubiquitous for all people who can afford to watch a video like this one
I've never seen one with like a see-through seat.
in their free time. Taking it as value,
I mean,
they
I guess this one's not real.
seem simple, maybe even boring. But you couldn't be more wrong.
Toilets. Did you notice if you traveled around the world how different they
That
are?
guy.
And the differences in
No,
toilets
because I've never traveled around the world.
reveal profound differences in culture. Europe and America are not the same.
Now, this I did know. The stalls here, those for sure suck. Where you can literally just see people through them.
And neither are their toilets.
This is an awesome video. All right, Fern. Go check out
We spend
Fern.
a crap ton of time on the toilet, but we spend even more time
I see what he did
on our
there.
careers. This is your life in weeks if you're lucky enough to turn 80 years old. And this is the
Isn't that absolutely existentially disturbing? That's how many weeks you're alive. If you're 80. It just does not seem right.
amount of time you'll spend working. 80,000 hours. It's also the name of today's sponsor, a nonprofit that wants to help you figure out what to spend all this time on.
Cool.
And I'll so if you're
I mean, that actually does sound cool.
in order to collect with your decreasing time is up to you. Humans consume food in order to collect nutrients, vital substances necessary for the human's ability to survive,
Yeah.
grow, and reproduce.
Okay.
But humans do not absorb all their food, so waste they produce. As a
It's like a poem.
solution, humans have made hardware that can dispose of waste more efficiently than themselves.
So funny.
And like a lot of technology, we produce different answers for the same problem.
They all look pretty similar.
The solution for many Americans and Europeans is the flush toilet. An advanced machine commands water to direct waste towards a desired end, usually made up of a strong ceramic bowl. The principles
true.
behind all flush
You definitely don't want to like slip and hit your head on the toilet.
toilets simple, but the differences between them profound. In mainland Europe, the washdown toilet is more common, clearly taking inspiration from the older pole chain toilet.
What's the difference?
Although it was invented in England, it is often referred
That thing looks like a torture device over there on the right.
to as the French model because it became widely adopted there.
Okay.
Clean water from the tank pours directly into the bowl, pushing waste out. But in the US
Okay.
and the United Kingdom,
What's the
you'll
difference?
find the siphonic toilet. An S-shaped trapway creates a siphon that produces a vacuum, which pulls waste out. American toilets literally suck. Reflecting American per capita water use, American siphonic toilets use
So that's why they suck.
more water than European washdown toilets. The vacuum
Oh, that's
mechanism
dumb.
requires a constant, minimal level of water. But since the European washdown toilet doesn't use a vacuum, it doesn't require a minimal level of water. This allows Europeans to equip their toilets with a dual flush, one integrated system for lighter loads and the other for heavier.
I've seen those here a couple times in America. It's always kind of funny having to hit the big one.
The siphon mechanism
Like we need all the reinforcements need to come in.
also creates a higher
this
tendency
load.
to clog. An S-shaped trapway is harder to maneuver than an R-shaped one, but have
So this ours doesn't just figuratively or literally suck, it also figuratively sucks.
no fear.
Got it.
because the flushing power of a siphonic toilet can be increased by engineering a compression tank into the ceramic frame. Institutions that run into a much higher risk for clogs need a clog-free guaranteed flush. Now, some may think that a pressure tank is a bit overkill, because it
Never
kind
heard
is,
of that.
especially considering a clog-free alternative already existing in the European washdown toilet. But the washdown toilet isn't perfect. Reflecting European pretentiousness and the love for the smell of their own excrement, washdown toilets have a tendency to produce a worse odor. The siphonic toilet's additional water use
Ew.
means waste is practically always covered, insulating unpleasant smells. It also self-cleans
That's a pretty important feature, I'm not gonna lie.
better during every flush. But the washdown toilet becomes even more controversial when you're willing to venture
So your toilets suck too, just figuratively, not literally.
into some old Dutch and German homes. There,
here we
you
go.
can still sometimes have the honor of sitting on the wash-out toilet, a different iteration of the wash-down toilet.
What?
An inspection shelf has been placed into the toilet frame.
The German toilets, the old type, now they are disappearing, but you still find them. It's the opposite. The hole is in front. France, the hole of the toilet bowl is in the back. Anglo-Saxon world, United States, you get, the toilet bowl which is full of water so that...
According to Zizek, Hegel was one of the first to introduce the idea of a European trinity, embodied by German reflective thoroughness, French revolutionary hastiness, and English moderate
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the difference between the wash out and wash down toilet.
pragmatism.
And my God, it did strike me, isn't this the key? In France, revolutionary approach. Hole for the sheet in the back, it should quickly be liquidated, like a kind of a guillotine. Anglo-Saxon, pragmatic, let it float, let's be rational. German, metaphysics and poetry. You observe it, you think, and so on.
But it goes even deeper. In 2016, the United Kingdom voted to leave the European Union, a nation's controversial decision to move closer to the
Boris.
Anglosphere. But Brexit was a surprise to no one who understood bathrooms. Although France and
You could have predicted Brexit if you understood the bathroom.
Germany may sometimes have different toilets, they can both be found in the same European stalls. The UK,
Much
on the
better.
other hand, has always served in a precarious position, divided between both America and Europe.
Really?
It shares a toilet with the US, but no matter how hard they try to avoid it, British toilets are still found in European stalls.
Why do you try to avoid it? The European stall is way better. Look at it.
The standard American partition has around 30 centimeters of space between stall and ground. But the European partition, actually called the European style partition by American partition companies, usually reaches the floor. This
How do you know if someone's in it?
is weird,
I mean, it can easily be solved with a lock that just tells you if someone's in it.
because there's a pretty lasting stereotype
have that?
Americans are more prudish than the average European. If you're less comfortable with being naked, the more private the stall, obviously, the better. So there had to be a deeper reason. According to one of the largest bathroom partition and restroom stall distributors in the United States, American stalls have always had a gap at the bottom and the top, meaning you can see someone's feet when a stall is occupied. This is a big issue for Europeans because they're used to enclosed stalls. At first glance, this may appear like a complete win for the European stall. But there's a reason why
Yeah.
American stalls have this gap installed.
So you can see
Bad
people?
writing. The company
This guy's awesome. I love this channel. Go check out Fern once again. This guy's is like an excellent video. It's so professional, and then he goes and says that. I appreciate that.
goes on to explain that the stalls are primarily
Look at
designed
this
for
shit. Look at what he put in here.
emergency service workers to access cubicles when someone is distressed. But this problem can easily be solved by the European-style partition by
Really?
having master keys and even slight gaps.
When is that ever a problem?
Surely there must be another reason why the American-style
You could just kick the door in.
partition is so popular and widespread. So we dug even deeper. The American stall encourages people to do their business and avoid hanging around, which can benefit employers looking to enhance
Oh
workers'
my God, really? That can't actually be a contributing factor. You have to be kidding that it's part of this, like, corporate capital dystopia. Like, every single little minute detail has to be in such a way to encourage the worker to just keep working. No way.
productivity. And that's the answer. Americans log some of the longest work hours among industrialized nations, especially when compared with Europeans. The bathrooms are not designed to maximize the most convenient, pleasant bathroom experience, but to maximize raw output. America and Europe
Thinking of poop as raw output.
are not
That's
the
funny.
same, and neither are their toilets.
Wow. Phew. That was such a great video. My God. Go check out the people over at Fern. Here they are. Jonas, David, Elmer. I like that name, Elmer. And Mario, he's got a big hand in it. The cut, the motion graphics, the sound effects. Wow. I never thought about toilets so deeply and for such a long time. Yeah, neither did I. Wow. That is just great. Thank you for sending this in. I hope you see this high neck that I got your request. Yeah. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you. Subscribe if you want to. Either way. I'll see you here tomorrow. Goodbye.